What's up, everybody? It is April 27th, 2023, and we're going to talk about the screen you're seeing right now in a little bit, because this happened yesterday. I didn't get a chance to really talk about it, but something happened right now that we definitely do need to talk about, and that is a strong M-class solar flare that you could see on your screen right now, basically Earth-facing, almost directly Earth-facing, which means we are going to feel the effects of this in the next 24 to 36 hours. Now, I'm going to bring you to a website called helioviewer.org. We've talked about this many times on this channel, and it's going to be a little bit of a more raw video. We're going to go back and forth frame by frame to see when this thing took off the sun, and also why we should be worried about what the effects of this are going to be. It's not an X-class event or anything like that, so I don't think it's going to do anything super crazy to the Earth, but the fact that it was directly lined up with us makes a huge difference on when this solar wind actually does hit the Earth. Now, quickly, before we do that, I just want to show some people a few things here. We're on the USGS, and I got some comments in my last video saying that there were absolutely no earthquakes in the Northeast. Well, we could see two right here, a 3.6 taking place in Adams Center, New York on the 23rd. I have this set for the last 7 days, 2.5 magnitudes and higher, and then we had another one just southwest of Center Sandwich, New Hampshire. This was on the 25th, 2 days ago. We also had a quake, and I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, but Ferme Nueve, Canada. This one taking place on the 24th. So we are indeed having legit earthquakes in the northeast of the United States. I know I also use a website called Volcano Discovery that actually measures any seismic event that is reported by somebody on the ground, and you can see right now there is a ton of them. Switching back to just the past 2 days, you could still see that there's a ton of them. They're actually running all the way down the coast of the United States. And again, I mentioned in the previous video that these are not all earthquakes. Some of these could be sonic booms, they could come from meteor explosions, you name it. But still, the fact that we're getting this many reports in such a short period of time is very significant. And once again, here is the last 24 hours. It's almost as if these events are following the coastline all the way down to Florida. And again, I read your comments. I saw what you guys had to say. A lot of you didn't feel any of these, but some of them are small enough to where unless you lived in that exact area, of course you wouldn't feel them. Switching back to 2 days, that is not the point though. The point is that they're actually taking place and people are feeling something. And you're going to see at the end of this video that I actually recorded a very weird anomaly that almost put a circle around from the Great Lakes all the way into Massachusetts, southeastern New York, down through Long Island and into New Jersey. And before we get into the video of the M-class solar flare, which will in turn cause more of these earthquakes, which can in turn affect other things such as cell phone outages, radio blackouts, you name it. We've seen it here on the channel many times and reported on it over and over again. All right, and before I show you that little circle of earthquakes that just stuck out to me, I'm going to play this in somewhat of a loop phase. You could see that M-class solar flare directly in the middle of the sun, which means it will be Earth-facing. And it just depends on what part of the Earth is facing the sun when that energy arrives in 24 to 36 hours. Go back and take a look at it more if you'd like to, but here is the section from yesterday's video I was supposed to post, but still very relevant when it comes to the odd shaping of seismic activity that's taking place along the Northeast and many other places, which I will be talking about in future videos. All right, I'll try to keep this short for you guys, but remember, we talked about the upper Northeast and what's going on with these seismic reports. And I want to be clear on that. Seismic reports does not mean actual earthquakes. It could be any sort of explosion, sonic boom, you name it. But there's a few specific things I want to talk about. And you're kind of looking at one right now. Look at this weird ring of seismic events that goes from basically Lake Erie around Lake Ontario and then back almost to the eastern end of Long Island. Look at the shape it makes around this area. Again, we had a video out yesterday talking about the significance of how many seismic events have been reported in this part of the world. Here is a screenshot from yesterday's video showing all the different things that went on in a 24-hour period. And if you notice over here, here. This kind of scattered down the eastern coast into Florida. All right, everybody, that's what I got for you for today. An M-class solar flare directly Earth-facing. We're going to see what happens over the next couple days. I'll be updating you regularly on this situation, and I hope to see you there. Shout out to Canada, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all and you will get all notifications from this channel. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.